Hey, hey, hey. So, I want to talk about a difficult topic. Um, Texas law wanted to require adult verification for grown up websites. And I always go with the 85% of people agree with 85% of the topics. And I think most people are a big fan of no, we don't want kids on this stuff. Um, Federal court said no. Now, emotional immediate reaction is what federal court wants kid? No, no, no. Um, it is a difficult situation where the government wants to step in and add some safety nets, some stringent rules to make sure that the people that are accessing this site are adults. But this also means if you, an adult, want to access this site, you're going to have to sacrifice certain anonymity. And mm, that's the issue. Benjamin Franklin said, "He who will sacrifice freedom for safety deserves neither." No, I said that wrong. You're wrong. I'm pretty sure I got the gist of it. It makes me think of a lovely, lovely topic in the same veins. You're a senior, and your girlfriend is a junior, and you guys have been together since like she was in sixth grade, you were in seventh grade, and you guys are just, aw, perfect little sweet couple. And you turn 18 9 months, 14 months before she does, and suddenly you're now an offender who has to register for life, the same way that these awful monsters would. Now, almost all reasonable people will say, no, that that's not fair. That's not correct. This person is not a monster. This person should not be treated like a monster. But the minute you go, hey, we need to fix this, that law is written in a way where good people are being treated like the monsters that we all agree should dig a giant hole and put them in there. All reasonable people are like, yeah, fuck those monsters. He's not a monster. So you contact your lawmaker, and they go, that sounds reasonable. All right, well, I would like to change this law so that we don't lock up high school seniors that are dating high school juniors just because that short time period where one's 18 before the other one, and then that person's political opponent is very quick to go, this person wants to lessen laws. He wants to ease up on those monsters. That's disingenuous, it's dishonest, and it's extremely fucking effective. The minute a politician is like, hey, look, train, look, I don't think we should give someone a life sentence for marijuana. The opponent goes, this many people died of heroin overdoses. And my esteemed opponent thinks, oh, I don't care about drugs. Let's loosen up drug laws. It's a big reason why I think and I would strongly support I'm not going to strongly support the train not blowing its horn because I've actually lost a family member. Granted, decades ago, hit by a train. A sober person should not get hit by a train. And a drunk person shouldn't be driving. I mean, if you get hit by a train, there should be, other reasons that it happened that should be addressed. The whole concept of, oh, let's not blow the horn because it's nighttime. Or let's not blow the horn because the greatest YouTuber that's ever YouTubed is doing a video, which wouldn't be me, but if that person was. But again, this rolls back to my opponent wants to. So, give me a law, give me a bill to vote on, and keep it simple. When it's like, this is the let's give veterans cancer treatments for the cancer they got from the chemicals they were exposed to because of us. Anyone that's like, nope, I don't support that. I want a pretty damn good explanation. But then it's like, hey, I am proposing a bill that any soldier or EMS worker, people that were responding to 9/11 that inhaled these chemicals that got sick, I'm proposing a bill that they should have their shit paid for. Also, on that bill, I want $750 million sent to the Banana Republic so that they can do an intricate study on whether coins land on heads or tails at various temperatures. And it's like, okay, well, no, I don't want send our tax money to go fucking study coin tossing. So I'm saying no to that bill. And my opponent in the next election goes, this person doesn't want to take care of 9/11 heroes or veterans who were exposed to chemicals and got cancer. Oh, how about a bill doesn't have 12 addendums? So I'm not saying that applies to this particular law, but the framing of Texas law requiring porn sites to make sure grown-ups are the only ones using it, being struck down in court. Well, if that was the only thing on that law, then yeah. 79% of people interviewed in the great state of Texas, wonderful state of Texas, they learned about grown-up stuff by watching those grown-up websites. 52% of survey participants reported that they have seen adult stuff depicting struggle cuddles, someone in pain, or someone restricting the airflow of their partner. Now, struggle cuddles is wrong and illegal. And anyone who engages in forcefully being adult with someone that doesn't want to be an adult should be punished severely. Now, pain during adult activities, not my cup of tea. I don't know. I have a difficult time hurting someone, even when they are like, oh yeah, no, what I really want you to do is get this clothespin and these rubber bands and a big lighter. And I'm like, if that's what you want, sure. But, it just takes all the fun out of it for me. But there's a percentage of the pain category that is, hey, it's gonna be uncomfortable fitting this hand in that glove, if you know what I mean. And the restriction of airflow. It's erotic asphyxiation is a fairly common thing that people enjoy. The cutting off the airflow can create some fork sensations. It also creates a sense of vulnerability. I've been told that causes a little bit of danger, and these are things that are pleasurable to people. Consenting people doing consenting things. Now, your opinion on any of these activities, if they're consenting people, and they're grown-ups, not my business, not yours. And while you can throw out some stats of this troublesome activity can be, yeah, but we want to make sure grown-ups are the only ones that are having access to this stuff. I I support doing it at the risk of collating data and making people specify their anonymity. No. If you can find a better way to keep kids, teenagers from viewing this stuff without risking grown-ups not, then yeah, I'm on it. But can we leave people the fuck alone? How about the court gets together and figures out how to stop fentanyl from coming into the country? And I don't know, maybe, just maybe, my dear friend's teenage kid who just wants to get a joint, a left-handed cigarette, as it's called in some places, has to go to a shady criminal to purchase this plant. And then they're having some serious health issues and freaking out. And me being a retired medic, licensed, formerly licensed EMT, and formerly healthcare worker, have to show up at someone's house for a weed overdose and having to really struggle with opening up the airway and all this. It's like, yeah, no, grab that roach. Hold on to that. We got to get that shit tested because fentanyl is everywhere. If you like to buy your cigarettes from someone, take care. If you are in a place where you can't go buy it from a regulated store, take care that you don't buy a cigarette that came from a shady bastard who put fentanyl in their shady ass, shitty cigarettes. I mean marijuana. let's deal with this before we deal with teenagers watching porn. Because I have a strong suspicion this law was not introduced to prevent teenagers from watching porn, but this is a way to gather data and figure out who likes what kind of porn, so you can use that in a future case against them. Or maybe I'm crazy. What I can say is, let's focus on more important problems. Because I'm old as shit, but I can remember going to a friend's house and they got in their dad's magazines. It's just a thing. Anyways, I am sorry for the awkward subject matter of this video. It's it's troublesome. Just take care and look into what these laws are pushing. Also, I have the Veterans Crisis Line scrolling at the bottom of the screen. You do not have to be a veteran or affiliated with the military in any way to call that. I use that number because it is what I am most familiar with, and I have personally called that number multiple times. I've even called that number on a live stream, and I have nothing but positive interactions with this number. If you feel the need to reach out to that number, and I assure you, based on my experience, they will help you, or they will transfer you to someone that can. And to close out, gambling addiction is real. Alcohol addiction, I've been told, is real. No, I make jokes because I drink a lot. Alcohol addiction is a very serious thing. Gambling addiction is a very serious thing, and it has been getting more attention lately. But addiction to pornography is also very real. And unfortunately, people have taken the fact that pornographic addiction is real, and they have used it to shame people for indulging in adult entertainment. I am not saying If you enjoy adult stuff, you're addicted. But addiction to that is very real. And if you think you might have an addiction to that, there are sources you can reach out to. It is a very real thing. And I will admit that I was doubtful and even made humorous responses to a porn addiction. I have learned that sex addiction is real and porn addiction is real. I will never judge someone for whatever adult porn entertainment they consume, as long as they're adults doing it. Awesome. I'm sorry, as long as they're consenting adults doing it, great. Good for you. Whatever weird shit you like, hell yeah. As long as you're not a Green Bay Packers fan, I'm on your side. Um, but if you do feel it's causing you issues, reach out to people that know more than me, more than you. There's people you can reach out to, ask questions, find out if your habit is addiction, and there's help you can get. I don't judge. I love you. I support you. I got you. Grown ups doing grown up things with other grown ups. Anyone that judges, fuck them. Consenting people can do whatever they want, as long as you're grown ups. I know. Honestly, I was gonna do a short, like, oh, let me. I even got the script for it. Under law, I'm sorry, the script was Texas law requiring porn sites to verify age violates First Amendment. Under law, sites would be required to publish a health warning explanation, blah, blah, blah. Pornography causes blah, blah, blah. You know, let's keep kids from. But the court said the statute is not narrowly tailored. The speech of plaintiffs and adults who wish to access sexual materials. The law is not narrowly blah, blah, blah. So let's make kids not have access to, and the court said, not if it means requiring people to block. So, what do you think? How far would you go to keep kids from watching porn? That was the script for my short. But somehow I went from a 60-second short to a 33-minute video. Not sure how it happened, but I blame the Green Bay Packers. Also, anyone that eats sauerkraut. If you eat sauerkraut,